So I write fiction and nonfiction. I've written 2 books, a story collection and a novel, and I'm currently working on a new story collection and a new novel. I also write essays and book reviews. And the reason I write is that I have a love affair with the written word. I just think there's something that's so magical about the way that black ink marks on paper can, all by themselves, create a whole world that we can see, smell, taste, and touch, even though those things aren't actually happening. And to bring up something newsworthy that's connected with that, I recently had a heated conversation on Facebook with some friends about the awarding of the Nobel Prize in Literature to Bob Dylan. And I actually felt a little insulted by that decision, because I feel that it really is, literature really is about the relationship of a writer and a reader that commune over the written word and nothing else. I think there's something so pure about that, and to me that's magic. So there are a couple that spring to mind. One is Benny Kirschenbaum, who I studied with in my MFA program at Columbia, and also the writer Mary Gordon, who I studied with there as well. They really taught me so much about how to open up character, how to build a world that feels convincing, and to really think about, it isn't just about me and my vision, it's also how a reader is interpreting what I'm creating. And then also, when I was getting my master's degree, I studied with Richard Locke, who taught us literature of the 20th century, nonfiction and fiction, and he really taught us to look at the line and to look at word choice. He was really amazing in the way that he taught, for example, George Orwell and his theories of language, and what happens when you divorce words and meaning, and what happens when you have words that actually mean what they say, and to be so rigorous and to be really careful with the words that you're choosing. I just reread, actually, The Accidental Tourist by Ann Tyler, who's a local writer from Baltimore, and I was amazed at how great it was. It was even better than I had remembered, particularly that opening chapter. It's amazing how much of the book that she sets up just in maybe 2 or 3 pages, gets across the characters, gets across the main situation, and gets across the feeling, which is a really, I don't know if you've read that book, but it's a very complicated book, because it's both funny and also very tragic, and she gets both of those poles across in just a few pages. She's a very humane writer, and I think an underrated one. It's hard to say that I have a routine because my schedule is so varied, but what I do try to do is to write at least 3 hours every day. And so sometimes that's an hour in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon, or 3 hours in the morning if I have nothing going on then. So I try to fit it in around the other activities that I do during the day. And there are days when sometimes I just can't get to it because I'm too busy. But I really try to commit to a regular practice, and I think that's important. I actually think it's better to write 15 minutes once a day, every day during the week, than to write 8 hours in one shot just once a week. That's a good question. I definitely need quiet space, so that I can really focus. I have a friend who's a hypnotherapist, and she's the kind of person people go to like quit smoking and stuff, and I described my creative process to her, and she said, you're actually putting yourself into a trance. And so I think I need that quiet to almost disappear into the world of my characters and imagine that I'm there and try to imagine what they might be feeling at any given moment. So I would say quiet would be foremost.